With you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce.
And this starts a very short homestand for them. And while it's only a few games, they have to take advantage of the opportunity. To feed off their crowd.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. These two teams love to share the ball. Now, Doris, you were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think, obviously, you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better.
Here's Iverson. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Pass to Pirtle. Barnes with it. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
About a minute into this first quarter. Here's Ware. Lets it go from the wing. Got it.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball, Doris.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Here's Nowitzki. Adebayo with the rejection. Into the lane. Iverson. Stolen by Bridges. Back to Barnes. Over Mitchell. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of this game. Both shots good from the stripe. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Iverson. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Throw it down on the lob.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Pass to Nowitzki. There's a screen. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. Here's Iverson. And there's the lob. And that one is hammered home.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Let's send it out to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. Allie?
We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and Coach put it simply. He said, quote, "We just got to stay on him at the arc, on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders the slip." So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Andrew Wiggins gets the three ball to go.
And that's a good shot for Wiggins. I mean, he can be deadly from the corner.
Pass to Nowitzki. Lets the three fly. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami leading by 5. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Now here's Ingram. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. A nice shot by Filipowski.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
DeRozan outside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too. And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
30 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Filipowski. From the arc. On target from range. Filipowski's got 9.
And this night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now here's Wiggins. Down low. 2 on the clock. It doesn't go for him. Tie game and some big points being put on the board as we wrap up the first. And we'll be back in just
17. The Heat, 17.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Wiggins looking around. Pass to DeRozan. DeMar working the lane.
Excellent possession by this basketball team. Set DeMar for an easy opportunity inside.
Here's Shed. No made baskets yet. Outside for Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Pirtle. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. The Heat making a switch here. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
Here's Iverson. Pass to Bowl. He puts up a 3. And again, no good by Miami. Toronto leading by 3. It's Bridges on the wing. Here's Quickly. Oh, it's blocked by Bowl. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's Iverson. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Boy, big-time denial from Scotty Barnes. Use that frame to your advantage.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Nowitzki. And the three-pointer goes. And it's a 6-point Toronto lead.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So both teams making some changes here. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Heat. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
What a snappy pass from Quickly straight to the open teammate.
Pass to Adebayo. Now Mitchell. Inside.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Quickly drives in. Here's Filipowski. Rebound Miami.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Adebayo with it. The three is up. Knocks down the triple. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, Adebayo getting it done from downtown.
They set the pick. Pass to Filipowski. Out to the right wing. It's Bridges on the wing. Oh, got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's Filipowski. The three ball. And again, Toronto, no good.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Pass to Lyles. Back to Ingram. Three-pointer. The rebound by Ware. The Heat with the lead. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Iverson. Give him 8. Here's Jaquez. No good on the 3. Here's Wells. Pass to Lyles. Takes a 3. Counted from distance. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Toronto out in front, up 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And that one drops for him.
Well, these coaches have told Emmanuel Quickly to be aggressive. Good things happen when he attacks.
Well, Emmanuel Quickly is a combo guard who impacts both sides of the ball, Doris.
There's no question about it. He's a floor spacer. He can create for himself or his teammates. And defensively, longer than you think and very mobile.
Here's Nowitzki. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Active defense from Jakob Poeltl. That's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. First free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
He's perfect from the line this time. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average. Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Miami shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. So he gets them both. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Nowitzki. Over DeRozan. And again, no good by Toronto. Heat trailed by 4. It's Wiggins on the wing. Here's Ware, covered by Pirtle. Here's Ware to the paint. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Quickly from outside. The rebound by Ware.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
And this is a pretty even game right now in Toronto. Quickly outside. Pass to Nowitzki. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Pirtle. Can't get it to drop.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Guy Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Back to Ingram. For 3. Rebound Miami. Wiggins left side. To the inside. Here's Bull. And he hits it to tie the game. Bull's got 5 points.
Andrew Wiggins.
Quickly outside. Pass to Nowitzki. Fades. And again, no good by Toronto. DeRozan right side. To the middle. Picked it out of midair. To the inside. Here's Wells. Kicks it to Quickly. Pass to Ingram. To stop the drought. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Hits the three-pointer. Ingram's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that's why Ingram has been an all-star. He gives your team spacing, and he doesn't need the rock to score.
Down low. Here's Bull. And finished off by Bull.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Quickly outside. Here he goes. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Boy, you find a lane and you attack the rim with ferocity, quickly doing work.
Here's Jerome. Yet to see a basket. On the wing, DeRozan. Inside. Here's Bull. Soft touch off the glass.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
26 seconds left in the third quarter. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, the athleticism of Ingram. Exceptional at skying up for slams.
Pass to Jerome. And here's Wiggins. To the paint. Tipped. Here's Wells. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Now it's a 5-point Toronto lead.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And we've reached the end of the third. Raptors out in front. Up.
The Heat, 39. Every minute of
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Jaquez. Back to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Shed. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game. They need his talent on the floor. Now they're going to have to get it done without him.
On defense, the Heat. The fadeaway. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
Well, Dirk has just made so many mid-range jumpers. When he gets room to fire, he's golden.
DeRozan looks it over. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Pass to Nowitzki. Spins. Top of the key. And right through it goes! Nowitzki's got 4 points this quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
So both teams changing it up here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Adebayo. Shot clock at 5. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Here's Bull. Tries again. To the wing on the left. And finished off by Bull.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Inside. Here's DeRozan. Here's Bull. The three-pointer off the mark.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Drops in the 3.
Now, this is the full display of the scoring ability of Dirk Nowitzki, one of the most versatile offensive players ever.
Outside Mitchell. From behind the arc. Bertle grabs a miss.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
And the basket by Bridges.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Pass to DeRozan. Adebayo sets a screen. And all around the rim that time before dropping. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Fires for 3. And it's Nowitzki missing. Heat trailed by 7. Pass to Bull. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, I think this is a great area of growth for DeMar DeRozan. His ability to use his teammates to enhance the team scoring.
Now Bridges. Back to quickly. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. Now Adebayo. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Barnes.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
Miami making a switch here. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Back to Bridges. Here's Shed. Here's Nowitzki. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. DeMar DeRozan picks one up. And a tough miss as the second of 3 shots is offline. 1 to go. And so he's able to pick up 2 of 3 from the line. And it's a 6-point ball game. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Pass to Wiggins. 3-pointer. Rebound Toronto.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Tries the spin move. Here's Nowitzki. And again, Toronto, no good. Adebayo from long range. Oh, nails the triple.
And talk about coming up clutch. This is why Bam gets the ball in these moments. Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he's unable to get the second one. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're down by 4. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Long range from the inbound. It falls! And that one brings them within 1.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by quickly. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it needs to be immediate.
Substitution. Ball. DeMar DeRozan.
Here's Ware.